Tasks are used when you want players to follow step-by-step instructions during your playtest. You can use tasks to focus on feedback about specific areas in the game, as a stopgap for a missing tutorial, or if your game is an early prototype, you can use it to instruct players where to go or how to play. You can even use tasks to ask players questions for them to answer out loud. While they can be extremely helpful, we only recommend guiding players with tasks if you're testing a specific area of the game or if players must follow the instructions in order to play the game properly. To set up in-game tasks, head to the playtest order form and scroll down to the optional in-game tasks section. Here the default mode, Natural Gameplay, is selected, which is the setting meaning that players play freely without any specific instructions, but you can also select the step-by-step playtest and begin to input the tasks. You can type in the individual tasks in the sequence in which you'd like the players to follow them. You cannot place links or images in the tasks. So in this example, I want to see how the players interact with a couple of specific points in the game and then answer a question about it. After you've checked the tasks, you can preview what they look like by clicking Preview Tasks. The tasks appear on an overlay, on a small circle which appears in the corner of the screen. Players will see the tasks in-game, one at a time, and they behave a little something like this. Finally, you can select the starting corner of the task widget when the player opens up the playtest. The players have the ability to move the tasks out of the way really easily, but this is so that the task widget does not interfere with any important UI elements when they open the game. For this game, I'll choose the upper right. The rest of the playtest setup is the same as any other. When the player opens up the playtest on their device, in addition to the playtest briefing and audio and sound checks, they're given an overview of all the tasks present in the playtest to make sure they're fully aware of the process that they will have to follow. And then when they continue into the game, the tasks will show up first thing. Here, the player will open the task by pressing Show Tasks and read the first task, Play the tutorial. The player opens the tasks, reads them, hides them, and then completes the task. When the task is done, the player shows tasks again and clicks I've completed this task, which allows them to move on to the next task. The players can also easily move the task widget around the screen to get it out of the way of any important elements as to not interfere with their gameplay. The player will continue with all of the tasks until they are all complete, moving the widget out of the way when and if it's necessary. Here the player has been asked to answer a question out loud. The player recording video will show you where the players have checked I've completed this task, for you to track where in the game they finished the tasks or answered the question. Once they complete all tasks, they are done with this portion of the playtest. Depending on how you design it, they might need to continue playing to finish the minimum required time, or sometimes the final task will coincide with the end of the playtest. If that's the case, it's a good idea to match the time of the tasks with how long the playtest session is. If the player cannot complete all the tasks within the required time, then they are free to leave the game. Thank you, and happy playtesting!